Hello and welcome to another indie horror game. This time we're going to be playing Danger in the Snow. And in this, we're playing as a detective who's going into the icy valley to investigate weird reports, things of screaming and reports of a humanoid creature, couldn't possibly be this little guy, hanging out and being seen in the woods. And it looked pretty good, looked pretty short, wanted to check it out, so let's dive right in and let's go see. Okay, so this is the introduction. Hello, Detective Diego. Strange things have been happening in Icy Valley since I got here. Please come and help us. Okay. Yeah, this is made in Copper Cube 6. I think this is going to be like a under 5-minute, 10-minute game, something like that, so maybe even quicker. So I'll be curious to see how it goes, but yeah, it looked interesting. And I want to try to get more indie horror games out on the channel here. So I figured I'd go ahead and just take a look. Hello. I see you out there, wandering in the snow. You know, every time I play a game like this, I'm always reminded of one that I saw some footage of a long time ago, and it was called, I Remember This Dream. Yeah, and it was about, like, you were playing as a kid who was walking home in the woods, but while you were in there, you were being stalked by some sort of weird... Hello? Giant igloo? Yeah, you were being stalked by some weird, like... Wendigo spirit-looking thing? Oh. Wow, there's actually like a whole bunch of igloos here. Hey, that's blood. Those are some big igloos. Igloos aren't normally that big. Yeah, they're normally fairly small because they have to be in order to... Hello? Okay. It took us maybe a second to try to figure out what was wrong with those trees, but no, they're just like flat plains that are, yeah, oriented perpendicular. That's what's going on with them. Okay, nothing in here. Anyway, yeah, that idea always stuck around with me as just a very well done and very creepy experience. Oh dear. Okay. What's going on in here? Why is there an igloo built with a trap door? That seems odd. Also, this is a really long ladder. Okay. Oh, hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, he captured me. I need to run away. Okay. So I got kidnapped by some weird snow creature. Okay, so let me go see something. Can I... Okay, I can turn off the light. And I can sprint. So, okay, there is no jump. There's not really any interacting stuff. Can I go... Seems to be locked. I need a key. Got it. Weird. Yeah, this looks like a... I wonder what's going to be the story here. Is this gonna have been like a... Yeah, this looks like a bomb shelter, maybe? Hello. Okay, I have a crowbar. I can't use it to smack anything, but... Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna turn out to be a crowbar, or... Not a crowbar, what the heck am I saying? If this is gonna turn out to be like a bomb shelter, or... something else, you know? This is gonna be, Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... Jeez, that was loud. Yeah, bomb shelter that, like, maybe somebody got stranded down here and went feral? Yeah, it could be. Here, let's look around. I need some sort of a note, right? Not seeing a lot here. You know, I will say, I wasn't actually super sold on Copper Cube the first couple times I ever saw it, but I am liking how... Oh, here we go. 16052. Here. Whee! 16... What the fudge? Okay. So, don't use keypad on this. Yeah, if you use keypad, apparently it types random letters, because that's what I was doing at the start. But no, it seems like the developers that are using Copper Cube are doing some nice things with it. Oh, hello. Hi, buddy. What you doing, huh? Gotcha. Really? And you actually... Okay, so then you go ahead and you quit out. I'm actually gonna, let me load back in here. Yeah, there we go. There's a little logo and everything popping up. Alright, let's just skip out the intro. And then we have to go in and we have to, yeah, we have to do the same thing. Alright. Well, let me try then. Is the password going to be the same? 16052? Let's see. 16052. Beautiful. Alright. You know what? Let me actually test too. Do I have infinite sprint? Because if I have infinite sprint, I'll just run forward and then I'll just try to tuck around him. Yeah, it kind of sucks that when you get grabbed, you do die instantly though, but... Okay. Nope, not that way. Not that way, Bombus. Alright, where am... Okay, there's the key. Oh god. Ah, fudge. Dang it. Fudge my life. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's try again. Boy, that is brutal. Yeah, he's quick, too. Yeah, not a fan of the game kicking you all the way out to... here and making you rewatch the cutscene. I think that's kind of but yeah, no, I actually this is nice and basic. There's not really a lot to dislike about this game. Here, let's go do this. I know what'll happen too if I do die again. What I'll do is I'll end up having cut out until the. So where did I go? I think it was like left, straight, left, right, or something. I'll end up just cutting out until I actually beat this, just because I don't want to sit here and make you guys rewatch all this. But yeah, it is an interesting little experience. No, it seems to be done fairly competently. Fudge my life, I did the exact same bloody thing. Yeah, it seems to be done pretty competently though. Like it's very short and to the point, and that's something that I think is really good for these little indie horror games. Because they don't end up dragging. Yeah, they don't end up taking too long. They end up just kind of being like, hey, we're just going to go ahead and, locked, I need a key. What do you mean I need a key? Did I need a key for that one? Was that the key for the gate, maybe? Okay, weird. Sorry, I know I said if I died again I was going to cut out until there, but... No, I mean, so we were able to get the key and get back here. Yeah, maybe I need to do something with that one gate then. Yeah, but no, these little short indie games, they're nice because they are to the point, and, you know, that way the developer isn't spending a whole bunch of time doing nonsense. And also, it means that there's a lot less fluff before... Like, there's been a lot of indie horror games that I've played in the past that just... They had too much nonsense going on in them. You know, they go ahead and they would be like, oh, hey, we're gonna give you like a... Oh, Jesus. What the fudge? Yeah, where they're like, oh, hey, we're gonna go ahead and make you do all of this nonsense, and then, you know, we just kind of end it with like a really lackluster jump scare. Oh god, that's where he is. Yeah, and that always really sucks to see. Especially when there's a game that has like a really cool idea to it, too. Oh dear. Yeah, a game that has a really cool, like, just core gameplay loop, core story, maybe. I'm trying to remember what was the one. I think it was a game that I've seen called It Lurks Below. No, it wasn't It Lurks Below. I think it was called Keep Them Below. Yeah, and that sort of had the same deal, where it was like, this is a really cool idea. Okay, game, what do you mean it needs a key? Yeah, okay, so here, okay, I'm starting to actually have a little bit of an issue with this one. But no, I'll finish what I was talking about. Yeah, Keep Them Below. It was made by a group of developers who, they kind of make very similar games several times, where they're like kind of creepy walking simulators, and then when you get to the end of them, there's just a spooky event that occurs. And I remember thinking every one of those that I've seen had a cool concept behind them, but they just didn't work out very well. And I'm sort of having the same vibe with a lot of indie games, because like they don't really end on jump scares, those ones, but instead what they end on is more or less a... God, not even like a jump scare. Basically just like bad things happening. Oh, fudge my life. Well, there we go. I'm gonna die here. You know what, actually, let me, yeah, let me see if I can maybe buy some time. Nope. Okay. Yeah, basically, minor spoiler warning for all of their games. What they end up doing is they end up basically consistently having... They consistently have the player sort of just like trapped somewhere, and then a bunch of creatures, like, it goes dark, then a bunch of creatures spawn in on them, and then it just sort of like implies that you get killed. And those kind of endings along with the jump scares always really suck for me, because it's like they build up some really interesting stories, but then you just end up sort of trapped, and they don't really go anywhere with it, and that just sort of doesn't feel good, you know? Yeah, it's like, oh hey, we went to all of this effort to make this really cool, unique world and create some kind of interesting lore, and then we just kind of wasted it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not really my kind of thing, you know? But anyway, okay, so developer, for a game like this, I sort of have a really special request. Where are you? Right? Yep. Yeah, I have a special request for a game like this, though. If you're going to make the player do crap like this, if you're gonna, like, actually just insta-kill them and make them redo all of this every single time, maybe, just maybe, if you could, make it so that it's a little bit easier to deal with. You know, I wouldn't necessarily have gotten myself trapped so many times if like, I had known exactly what the keys were for example. You know, if you give me a key and then you tell me, hey, you know, this key is for whatever, you know, it's for the lockbox. Or, you know, hey, if you tell me it's... Yeah. If you tell me it's a trapdoor key, you tell me it's a chest key, you tell me it's a gate key, stuff like that. Because otherwise, like, right now, I just kind of feel like I'm running blind. So, I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna just get until I get there, because it's kind of stopped being fun. And instead it's just, it feels like a slog. And that really sucks, because I was actually really enjoying the start of this. Yeah, it just, you need to guide the player more. Quite a bit, because otherwise, yeah, it just, you feel like you're dying a lot, especially because there's not really any way to know if there's a dead end coming, and the creature insta-kills you, and then you have to replay the entire game to get here. Yeah, so anyway, I'll cut here. When you guys see me again, we'll be at the ending, and we'll be at least past this, and hopefully I'll have found another damn key. Okay, there we are. We went ahead and we got out of the darn trapdoor. And then it kicks back to the intro anyway. Or then it kicks back to the desktop anyway. Okay, well, there we go. So, yeah, that was Danger in the Snow. Okay, so developer. Two things you need to change. You need to either... Actually, I'll start off with one. Don't quit your damn game when you fail. Just don't do that. Kick them back to a checkpoint, and heck, you know what? You even have a checkpoint. You even have a checkpoint because you have it so that the game loads a checkpoint in if you hit skip intro. Just put the player there. If the player dies, put them there. That's all you have to do. It's absurd that the game literally quits out every time that you... Yeah, that you even get, like, remotely grabbed by the creature. And that makes it really, really frustrating. Because I don't know how much of my rambling I'll have actually cut out of that, to be honest. But, yeah, Also, if you guys want to know, if you remember after where the last key was, after the room with the couch, there was, or after the office area, there was like a little room with a couch that had a shape that we could go run around in. That is actually where the last key was. There was a door in the room with the couch. So, yeah, if you're looking at this as a guide, I'm sorry, first off, but... Anyway, yeah, so first things first, don't quit your game when you kill the player. I don't mind killing, but there's actually a metric in game development, and it's basically the average time from player death to player continuing to play the game. And the longer that time is, generally speaking, the worse a game feels for the player. And if I have to physically relaunch the entire game and sit through the loading stuff and blah blah blah, and sit through a cutscene every time, it just isn't going to be enjoyable. Second thing, if you're going to put me in a maze, and you're going to put me in, you're going to have me finding keys, and you're going to have the player explicitly be told, hey, I need a key to leave the basement, you need to tell the player what key's what. And you might say, but Boundless, you know, how would they possibly know? They wouldn't, you're right. But at the same time, that was just really frustrating, because every time I found a key, I had no idea if that's the trapdoor key. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. No, I don't know how he locked it, I don't know what he did. And that just made it really, really frustrating, because, you know, probably at least half of my deaths were just me trying to run a key back. And then if I couldn't do it, I was basically guaranteed to get killed because the creature insta-kills you if it touches you. So yeah, like, change both of those things drastically for any future game you make that has a kind of horror bent. But okay, so that being said, what did this game do right? Well, the inputs worked really well. I like the fact that we have an infinite sprint. I'm kind of tired of stamina systems in games, especially ones that are ridiculously slow and ridiculously short. You know, a game will be like, hey, you can sprint for 5 seconds, you have to catch your breath for 6 seconds to recover. It's like, what? Even me right now, and I'm ridiculously out of shape, even I could go ahead and run for more than 5 seconds if some dude with a knife was chasing me. So yeah, it's kind of a little ridiculous that a lot of games do it, so this game did that well. I actually really like this outdoor environment too. The igloos are an interesting touch. You know, the ending's a little bit lackluster, but who really cares? It's an ending of an indie horror game. You know, I don't expect crazy high quality from that. Yeah, I mean, overall, this game was really solid. It was just sort of kneecapped really aggressively by the fact that the game quit when you died, and by the fact that the creature insta-kills you, and it's really difficult to tell what you're supposed to do. You know, outside of just like, hey, go wander a very samey-looking maze. Yeah. But, you know, developer, good work on this one. Honestly, if either one of those wasn't as much of a problem, like maybe the creature could hit you 2 or 3 times before you died, you know, maybe you could sort of juke around it a little bit easier, stuff like that. Or if you quit out to the intro cutscene, or not to the intro cutscene, if you quit out to like the start of the area after the cutscene, if either one of those had been missing, this probably would be a lot more enjoyable. If both of them were missing, this would be actually really solid, but yeah, just because of that, it's kinda iffy. But still, nice work. I actually think this shows a pretty good degree of competence on the developer's part. It shows me at least that they know how to use Coppercube to make nice, simple little worlds. And overall, this was actually pretty enjoyable when it wasn't making me really irritated. So yeah, good work to the developer, and I hope you keep on making games, because I think you have some good skills here. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind, please leave a like or leave a comment. How did you guys feel about Danger in the Snow? So I just accidentally clicked off the game here for a sec. Yeah, what do you guys think the game did right, and what do you think it did wrong? And do you think I'm being too harsh to the developer with the quitting out thing, and with the, what am I trying to say? And with the sort of keys? How do you guys feel about that particular gimmick? You know, giving the player a whole bunch of keys and making them figure it out while being chased by a creature. How do you guys feel about that one? Do you think that needed to be fixed, or do you guys think I'm in the wrong here? Do you think that worked well? And if you're new to the channel, if you enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really, really appreciate that. And for everybody else, thank you very much for watching Danger in the Snow. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon.